Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you may be at. Just sitting here in my living room. Thought I'd drop um, some more videos that may be able to help somebody somewhere. From a passport bro's perspective, a man that travels, a man that has been traveling for quite some time, I just want to say I'm sorry to my exes. I'm sorry to the people that I hurt along the way. I'm sorry to the people that I hurt when I was trying to find myself. And I took these people for a roller coaster ride. And I'm not going to say these women their real name. I don't think most of them really follow me. But all of them know that this page exists because I've been with them since having this page, and you know, they know this page exists. Some of them might be a little mad at me, or real mad at me, where they don't care about this page. But I'm not really here to say their real name. I'll use some aliases. Every woman that I've been with, it's been like three or four of them when we've been in relationships, right? Been with in relationships. Besides, for one, I feel like it was my fault. It was my fault things didn't work out. It was my fault that we're no longer together. It was my fault that I put them through what I put them through. And don't get me wrong, each and every one of them put me through something too. I don't want to say that, hey, I put them through, a lot and they put me through nothing. It wasn't one sided. But I feel like I played a huge part in, let's say, two out of three going bad. All right, the first woman I'm going to say, her name is, what's her name? Um, Nancy. Uh, Recky. That's her name. She got some aliases like we all do. You know, Chris ain't my real name. Uh, I apologize to you because, man, I hope she doesn't see this. I apologize to you because I negatively impacted your life. Um, when I initially met you, I really had no plans on being in a relationship with you. Uh, I wasn't physically attracted to you, uh, especially your face. Was all right, but I was physically attracted to everything else, and you were a challenge. I looked at you like a challenge, because when I first approached you, the first maybe two times, um, you turned me down. You know, for the let me get off track for a second. Me, I don't suggest approaching women multiple times after they turned you down, but it has brought success. I can name another story where I had approached someone at a storage facility in the States, and she had turned me down like the first two times, and the third time, we exchanged, and she drove 4 or 5 hours to see me, and we just hit it off uh, for a little while, a couple months, and we should just come back and forth seeing each other. Because I had moved, and I moved 5 hours away, and she still came to see me. So I'm not saying I suggest men to take denial and turn away and don't try again, but be very cautious and picky of who you're willing to approach and possibly get denied a second time or third time, because I've had some experiences with being denied more than once, and we end up being like the best of friends. But anyway, Recky, Nancy, uh, you turned me down the first two or three times. I think the first two times I approached you, you said no. You was like, nah, you weren't really trying to pass the number away. Then I think maybe the third time or so, uh, You passed the number away, and I honestly at that point in time I was just looking to have you in my bedroom. I wasn't really looking for nothing else. But over a period of time, I started feelings for you, um, and I shouldn't have, to be honest with you. But I started to like you. I felt myself trying to not love you, but I did. But to be honest with you, when I met you, I had no plans on being in a relationship with you. All I wanted was, what was between your legs. That's it. And things kind of went south. You had your family all involved in our relationship. They knew everything that went on. Like every single woman that I've dated, their family and friends in our relationship. Like this is high school. And things just kind of went south. But I think one of the turning points for our relationship was uh, I lost my job, and I realized how selfish you were. Like every woman that I've dated, I lost my job, and you were still asking for things. You were still asking me to do things. You were still asking me to buy things. You were still asking me to send money to your mother. And I told her, hey, I lost my job. I don't know how I'm going to be out of a job. And you're still asking me to send your mother some money and send some money here and buy these things or travel to this place. I'm like, that was extremely selfish. Like every woman that I've met. So around that time, I lost my job, and you were still wanting me to do a lot of things financially. I realized that there was probably a 0% chance of it working out, and it didn't. And no disrespect to you, but I used to compliment various parts of your body, and you used to say, "Hey, you never. Why you always talk about this part of my body? You never talk about my face. Oh, my face ain't cute." It wasn't. But after being with you, spending a lot of time with you, um, us off and on living together, I got attached. But I do feel that anything outside of us spending time together and hanging out was a mistake. And I wasted a period of time in your life, and also wasted a period of time in my life. But I had zero desire to be in a relationship with you. I just wanted the challenge. I just felt like you were the challenge. And a lot of men wanted you. We got a lot. You got a lot of attention, mainly for your body, not really for your face. No disrespect, but you got a lot of attention, and that caused a lot of stress, pressure. Almost got into a lot of fights with a lot of men because of you. But they wanted the same things that I wanted, and that was what was, you know, you know. But I apologize. That relationship should have never happened, respectfully. All right, now from Recky Nancy, I'm not gonna say her real name. I'm gonna go to the woman that I married. Right. As a man, I apologize. Um, you were probably the biggest regret of my life. Um, I'm not gonna cry. Like I wanna. See, I'm getting a little teary eyed. Um, you were probably the biggest regret of my life. If someone was to say, "Hey, Chris keeps flying. Uh, which relationship do you regret the most?" I would probably say, "I'm sorry." They were gonna say, "Hey, Chris keeps flying. Which woman do you regret hurting the most?" I would say the woman that I married, because I was not ready to be a husband. I was not ready to make you my wife. I was not ready to be with one woman the rest of my life. And you seen on my social media that instead of coming to see you, I'd be somewhere else. And I wasn't hiding that I was going to other cities, other states, other countries. I wasn't hiding that I was talking to other women. And you seen that on my social media, and you watched me cheat on you in HD, in 4K, on social media. You watched me be places where I'm supposed to be with you. Um, and I apologize because I wasn't ready. Although you, like every woman that I've met, had your family and friends in our relationship, especially your mother. Like every woman that I've met had your mother in our relationship. Uh, I messed up. I just wasn't ready. I took years out of your life when as a man, was not ready to be a husband. I was not ready to be with one woman for the rest of my life. So to the woman that I married, I apologized. You were the biggest. If I was to say who do I regret hurting, I regret hurting you. You didn't deserve that. All right, that's 2 out of 3 that I took 100% responsibility in. Now the last one. Uh, what's her name? Alesha. Uh, I don't know what to say about Alesha. I don't know where to start. Um, I'm gonna tell you about Alesha. And I've said this in another video. I probably spent 20,000 on flights, hotels, accommodations, traveling, between two women. I probably spent a good easy 20K, more than 20K, at least 20K between two women. But Alesha, you, like every woman that I've met, had your family and friends inside of our relationship. I don't know. I don't know why God keeps sending me women that love having their family and friends inside of our relationship, and love women telling their family and friends our relationship problems. But Alesha, you were supposed to be my wife. Um, I had plans on marrying you. I was in love with you. And I felt like you took the easy way out. I felt like you took okay, every time there's a problem, I don't want to do this anymore. And I looked through WhatsApp a few weeks ago, and I'm going through and I'm looking for quit. Don't want to do this anymore. I'm done. I'm looking for keywords, and it seemed like every time there was a problem, there was a concern, there was an argument, a fuss, a disagreement, however you want to name it, you always was done with it. You know. Every time I didn't agree with something that you said or you did, you always was done with it. I felt like you was quick to give up. And I'm talking about, we met in 1 month. The next month I seen a message, oh, I'm done. Like, we can't do this anymore. Da da da. I'm like, yo, like, you was always quick to give up. And that's one quality about you that I didn't like, is you was always quick to give up. Uh, I hated that about you. Because in a relationship, 365 days a week, it's not gonna be easy. In a relationship, when you take two people from, two continents, two countries, two cities, or even two streets, they're not gonna have everything in common. They're not gonna agree with everything. A lot of us didn't agree with a lot of things our parents said, family, our flesh and blood. A lot of us didn't agree with a lot of things that our siblings said, our family, our flesh and blood. So how are we going to agree with a perfect stranger? We don't agree with our parents. We didn't get along with our parents. We fought with our parents. So how do we argue with the people that we came out of? So how do you expect us to get along with a perfect stranger, someone who's not blood related to us? It's impossible. It's impossible. But I knew coming into the relationship with you that you had trauma, you had past. You told me all the guys in your past that cheated on you, right? You told me that, and you regretted how things went down. And I wanted to show you, Alesha, that you were special. I wanted to show you that you didn't deserve to be cheated on. I wanted to show you that you were more than your body. And I just don't feel like me being the one man that you've ever met in your life that took you serious, the one man that never cheated on you, for the record, the one woman I've never cheated on. Okay, back to the story. The one man that never cheated on you, I I just don't feel like you treated me the way I should have been treated. Uh, I don't feel like you appreciated me. I don't feel like I heard enough thank yous. I appreciate you. That was nice. Thanks for what you're doing. You didn't have to do this. Gracias. I just didn't hear enough gratitude from you, Alicia. I didn't. Uh, I did a lot of things for you that no man has done for you. You know, I gave you. I went to the bank. I got you. Opened up an account for you. I got you a debit card. Put money on it. When you needed something, I put money, money in the bank account. Transferred it. I went to the bank. Uh, I tried to get you an apartment. Um, I told you the day that I was going to propose to you. Uh, I told you the day I was going to propose to you. Uh, you had a child, and I treated that child respectfully better than their dad, respectfully. You know, I did more things for that child than I'm not going to say you, but everyone else in that child's life. You know, and I feel like as a man with no children, uh, when a woman finds a man that is willing to not only take care of, provide, and share a future with her, but take care, provide, and share a future with her child, that man needs to be held pretty darn tight. And I don't feel like you did that. And I always say it from the beginning. If you look at our WhatsApp messages, the word appreciation, you can go back, a while from the beginning. I always talked about appreciation, appreciation, appreciate. You really never really appreciated me. If I drove 6 hours, to see you, it was really no like, thanks for driving. I appreciate you driving 6 hours to see me, or 7 hours, or 8 hours, or 9 hours, or however I got there. It was really no welcoming. Uh, when I went out of my way to see you, the things that we did, I felt like you didn't appreciate. Because those things were costly. But I just feel like as a woman who finds a man that's different, you got to treat him differently. I'm gonna repeat that again. When a woman finds a man that's different, you gotta treat him different. You can't treat him like everyone else. You know. And I'm not here to calculate numbers. I could, but I spent the most money on you than I ever have with any woman in my entire life. Probably two of them put together, I spent on you. With trying to take care of you, trying to help you raise a child, with accommodations, with hotels, with trying to get you out of debt, help pay off your bills. Uh, but we never really felt appreciated. Like it was rare that I was like, man, I really feel good about doing this, or she really made me feel great about doing this. But the biggest problem that I had with you, Alicia, is how you incorporated or prioritize your friends over us, over me, right? And I'm not saying, oh, I'm a man, I'm your man, get rid of everybody in your life, I never said that. I just didn't feel like your friend should come before me. And I told you that. Uh, I told you that you put your friend before me, and you also put your friend before your child. I don't know why it's showing my skin black right here. Maybe it's the lighting. You put your friend before me, and you also put your friend before your child, because anytime you were in the same city as your friend, you would see that young lady. Your child would be home, sleep when you got home, and you didn't care. You make sure you saw your friend. And I can go on and on and on about how you prioritize your friend over your partner, and how you prioritize your friend over your child. Um, I just didn't really feel appreciated, you know. Um, I never really felt appreciated. I did a lot for you. That if you were to date 5 other guys combined, they wouldn't do for you. Offer to get you land, offer to get you a house in the country that you were raised in. Um, Offer to put you in school. Uh, the list could go on. We both agreed that the man's job was to take care of your hair and nails. Braids cost like $200-300. If you get those done once a month, once every 3 weeks, I mean that adds up. Um, and that's really the smallest part of the money that I gave you. I gave you a lot more than $300, and I spent a lot more than $300 to ensure that you were comfortable. I just never really felt appreciated, and I really felt like you, like a lot of women, have to prioritize the people in your life. If someone's doing something for me, they help me pay off bills. They're trying to better me. They're trying to uplift me. They're trying to level me up. They're trying to put me in school. They're trying to get me in a bigger apartment. They're trying to pay my rent or pay half my rent. I'm going to prioritize them up here. Those friends that gossip with me, to me, about me, for me, that do nothing for me while I'm struggling. I don't know where my next meal is going to come from. I can't go shopping. I can't buy shoes when I want them. I can't get braids when I want them. I can't go take trips when I want them. Those friends that are listening to me talk on the phone and do nothing for me, they should be prioritized down here. And I'm not saying that you shouldn't have friends. I'm not saying that. But a friend that does nothing for you, that doesn't benefit you, I don't consider them friends. That's the problem with a lot of you women. People do a lot of this. They talk to you every day, 20 times a day, and you at home struggling. Your account's overdraft. That trip you want, you got to save for. But Alesha, I don't hate you. I don't love you either, but I don't hate you. But you are the one relationship that I've had in my life where I feel like things went south 100% because of you. These other relationships, I take 100% responsibility. But this one relationship, I feel like you have to take responsibility and say, hey, Chris keeps flying. I was wrong. Hey, Chris keeps flying. I prioritize my friend over you. Hey, Chris keeps flying. I didn't appreciate you. Hey, Chris keeps flying. Yeah, you did a lot of things that no man has ever done, which you said out your own mouth. Hey, Chris keeps flying. I can do better. And all I really wanted from you, Alesha, was 1, an apology, and 2, for you to go to counseling, for you to get help, go to church, the mosque, and I was willing to pay. I was willing to pay for counseling. You denied. So I don't think you want to change. But Alesha, I hope that every man you meet cheats on you. I hope that a man treats you horrible. I'm not going to say I hope a man punches you in the face or slaps you. I'm not going to say none of that. But I hope that you have a hard life. I hope you have a terrible hard life. I hope that all your dating goes terrible. I hope you're taken advantage of. I don't wish, respectfully, I don't wish nothing good comes out of any relationship that you're in. I hope that you have another child by a man that doesn't marry you. I hope that you have 2 more kids by 2 other men that don't want to marry you. I hope that you are a single mother with 3 baby daddies. I hope that. I wish that upon you. I wish nothing good to and for your life until you reach out to me and you say, Chris keeps flying, I apologize. All I wanted was an apology. Because you know this is 100% your fault. And you can't be mad at someone for reacting to your disrespect. Let me repeat that again. You can't be mad at someone for reacting to your disrespect. And you disrespected me. I might make another video on that, on how you disrespected me another time. But Alesha, I wish nothing but bad things upon your life. Until you call me and say, Chris keeps flying, I apologize. For Hennessy, my wife, my ex-wife, I apologize. For Nancy, I apologize because I really just wanted to have fun with you, and I guess I just got attached. But for Alesha, I don't love you, but I don't hate you. But I'm a lot closer to hating you than loving you. Uh, but you kind of ruined my life, you know. I ruined Hennessy's life. I ruined Recky Nancy's life. But Alesha, you ruined my life in a lot of different ways. From a passport, bro, from a man, screw a passport, bro, from a man's perspective, to these women, uh, especially the first two, not the last one, I messed up, and I wasn't ready, and I apologize. But Alesha, you owe me an apology, and I'm praying for you. But everyone else, Hennessy especially, forgive me. Forgive me. Even though you showed me, never mind. Forgive me.